1. She's captivated by mystery. Ever wonder why bad boys seem to get all the attention? It's not the leather jacket or the brooding stare. Okay, maybe a little. But it's really about mystery and emotional control. Women are wired to be curious. If you're an open book, spilling every thought and feeling after the first coffee date, you kill the intrigue. Bad boys? They keep a part of themselves back. They let you wonder what they're thinking, where they're going, who they truly are. That curiosity is addictive. But here's the key. It's not about being cold or toxic. It's about emotional control. A man who doesn't lose his mind when plans change, who doesn't spiral when she's late replying, who smiles instead of snapping when things go sideways. That is power. Research in psychology shows women subconsciously test emotional stability, looking for men who can handle stress without breaking down. Because if you can't handle a late text, how will you handle life's bigger storms? So, you want that bad boy allure? Keep your cool, don't overshare, and let her feel she's discovering you piece by piece. Stay calm, stay centered, stay a little mysterious, and watch how she leans in closer, wanting more. 2. She craves consistency. This isn't about being robotic. It's about being reliable. A study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that perceived reliability increases emotional security in women, making them more open and connected in a relationship. It doesn't have to be grand gestures either. You promised to help her move a couch? Show up. Said you'd check out that coffee shop together? Set the date. Every time you follow through, you're telling her, you can trust me. And trust, that's hotter than abs, my dude. In a world of flaky guys, the man who keeps his word is rare, and rare is attractive. Be the guy whose actions match his words, and watch her walls come down, one kept promise at a time. 3. She's drawn to real confidence. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being okay with your imperfections. It's saying, yeah, I'm working on myself, and I like who I am, flaws and all. A study from the University of Texas found that women rate authentic confidence as more attractive than superficial charm or forced bravado. Think about the last time you saw a guy walk into a room, comfortable in his skin, laughing off a mistake without self-pity. That energy is magnetic. Women notice the way you carry yourself, the way you handle challenges without spiraling, and the way you stand by your decisions without seeking approval. So if you want to attract her, stop looking outward for validation. Build yourself from the inside out. Be the man who can laugh at himself, who owns his choices, and who knows he's enough even while striving for more. Because real confidence isn't shown, it's felt. 4. She can't resist a man with ambition. Let's be real. Ambition is hot. Not because you're chasing a billionaire lifestyle to flex on Instagram, but because you have direction. In a world full of dudes just chilling, endlessly scrolling TikTok, a man who wakes up with goals, plans, and energy to build something stands out like a lighthouse. Women notice ambition because it signals movement and growth. It tells her, this guy isn't just drifting, he's creating his life. That energy is magnetic, not because she's a gold digger, but because deep down, ambition equals security, excitement, and purpose. Stanford research even found that women rate ambition as a top trait in long-term partners because it shows you're resilient and adaptable in a chaotic world. It's not about bragging, though. It's about showing it. You can't just talk about dreams while gaming 12 hours a day. You don't have to build an empire overnight, but you do need to act. Learning a skill, hitting the gym, starting a small project, these actions tell her you're going somewhere, and she'll naturally want to be part of that journey. So if you want her attention, stop talking, start building. Your ambition will speak louder than your words ever could. 5. Women are ruled by emotions, not logic. A study from Cambridge University found women's emotional processing centers in the brain are more active than men's during social interactions. That means they're constantly scanning for how you make them feel, not just what you say. For example, you might think, I texted her good morning every day this week. She should know I care. But if those texts feel dry or routine, she might feel ignored. Or she says, I'm fine, when she's clearly not. It's not about the words. It's about the vibe you're giving off. If you're going to truly understand women, stop trying to decode them like a math problem. Instead, start tuning into the emotional currents in every conversation. Notice her tone, her energy, her facial expressions. Once you realize emotions are the real language she's speaking, you'll stop getting frustrated when logic doesn't work and start connecting in a way she actually feels. 6. She craves valuable attention, not cheap attention. In today's world, she can get hundreds of likes, DMs, and hey beautiful texts within minutes. It's so easy, it becomes worthless. What women truly value is the attention from a man who doesn't give it away cheaply. Someone who isn't instantly available, who doesn't drop everything for her every time she snaps her fingers. Why? Because it shows you have standards, a life, and self-respect. It signals that your attention is rare, and rare things are valuable. Psychologists call this the scarcity principle. When something is less available, we want it more. When you don't like every story she posts or text her good morning every single day, you stand out. She wonders, why isn't he chasing like the others? And that curiosity flips the dynamic. So if you're always the first to comment or instantly respond, pause. Let her earn your attention through genuine connection and effort. Your attention should feel like a reward, not an obligation. Want to stay attractive? Be kind, but don't be eager. Let her know your attention means something, and she'll value it more than you think. 7. She's wired to notice pre-selection. Ever noticed how women tend to flock around guys who already have female attention? That's the pre-selection effect in action. Here's how it works. When she sees other women like you, her brain subconsciously thinks, if other women want him, maybe there's something special about him. It's basic psychology, and it works. Think of it like restaurant lines. Ever see a place with a long line outside? You instantly believe it's good, even if you've never tasted the food. Women do the same. When she sees you confidently chatting with other women, she assumes you have qualities worth checking out. Social skills, confidence, and the ability to connect. But let's be clear. You don't need to fake a harem to activate this. Just having healthy platonic female friendships shows you're socially calibrated. It proves you're not desperate, and you know how to respect women. Studies in evolutionary psychology support this. Women are wired to seek partners who are pre-approved by others, as it signals value, trustworthiness, and social proof. So, don't isolate yourself. Go out, have fun, build real connections, and let her see you in your element. Let her curiosity do the work while you stay relaxed, confident, and authentically yourself. 8. She secretly wants leadership. In a world full of men who can't decide where to eat, you being decisive is hot. Leadership in dating doesn't mean controlling her. It means providing direction. You plan the date, you take the lead, you say, hey, let's grab tacos at that new spot Friday. Simple, confident, attractive. Studies in evolutionary psychology suggest women subconsciously associate masculine traits with safety and stability. It's wired into their biology, not because they're weak, but because they want a man who can protect, not a man who needs protecting. So next time you're with her, practice calm leadership. Walk with purpose, speak with intention, and lead with kindness, not arrogance. She'll feel secure, respected, and drawn to your energy, because real masculinity never shouts. It's felt. 9. She craves emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence means you know when to listen without interrupting, when to speak with empathy, and when to let her vent without turning it into your therapy session. Women aren't looking for a therapist, but they need a man who can hold space for their feelings without judgment or panic. Research in social psychology shows that couples with higher emotional intelligence have stronger bonds and better intimacy. Why? Because when she's upset about her day, you don't dismiss it with just get over it. You validate, that sounds rough. Want to talk about it? Boom, connection level unlocked. And don't think emotional intelligence makes you soft. It's the opposite. It means you control your emotions instead of letting them control you. You don't explode when she's late. You don't sulk when she needs space. And you don't get defensive when she shares her feelings. You being emotionally stable is your unfair advantage. She'll feel safe, understood, and deeply connected to you, without you even needing to say much. 10. She wants to feel safe with a strong man. Here's something you need to tattoo on your brain. Women want to feel safe around you. Not just safe, as in physically protected, but emotionally and mentally secure. In a chaotic world, a man who's steady, calm under pressure, and unfazed by drama, is pure gold. It's not about flexing your muscles or puffing your chest out. It's about having a stable presence. When things go wrong, she spills coffee, gets a flat tire, or is stressed about work. Do you lose your mind, or do you handle it with a calm, "No worries, let's fix it"? Neuroscience shows that women are wired to seek partners who provide a sense of safety because it signals you're reliable for the long run. It's evolutionary biology, bro. When you're a man with a mission who doesn't crumble under pressure, who can take charge when needed without being controlling, she feels she can trust you. Trust builds attraction, and attraction keeps the connection alive. You want to be the guy she calls when everything is falling apart, not the guy who falls apart when she calls. Because here's the truth. Every woman wants to feel like she's with a man who's got her, got himself, and got the future handled. Be that man, and you'll be the man she can't walk away from.